I got a lady, I got a lady. Name is the upper echelon, she a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated, stupid can't play with smart. She got the smart, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated, stupid can't play with smart. 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 Hey, I got a lady. Hey, I got a lady. Hey, name is the upper echelon, she a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated, stupid can't play with smart. She got the smart, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated, stupid can't play with smart. 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 Hey, I got a lady. Hey, I got a lady.
Damn, I don't want to play that song again now. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And also make sure that you hit the notification bell while you're here so that you get notified of the next time that I live stream or the next time that I post content. So what I wanted to do, hold on, let me get my other phone. So this is what we're going to do. So Quadree, a lot of people call him Quadree, but I don't think his name is Quadree. I think it's Quadree. Quadree was just live, or he's still live probably, but he had let me get this charger. Mike Brown, you know, the CCL holder, the CCL trainer who's in support of murdering people. He had him on the panel. So I want to do a quick review, and I think that Quadree did a really, really good live stream. He asked good questions. I think that it went smoothly. He kept his composure, but he still stood on, like what he felt, which I think was, I didn't watch the whole thing. I was trying to wait until the CCL instructor got off the panel so that I can, talk, but I'm impatient, so I hit my live button. Let me tell y'all, be completely transparent in my feelings. Who said, why do you say that, Raquel? Raquel said, yeah, he really wants your attention. Why do you say that? I haven't heard him say anything. Why do you say that? Let me know in the chat so I can respond. I'm gonna say this. So I absolutely love when people can keep it real. All of that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. So you support who you support, but the I don't ever have a problem with what people support and what people think is right and what people's opinions are. But my issue is when folks pretend like they don't support what they truly and really support. That's my only gripe that I have with people. Is not because he called you out on the other day. I wish he would shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Go about your business, Mike. Stop worrying about what I got going on and what I said and what I didn't say on my platform because at the end of the day, Mike, you've been wrong the whole damn story. You jumped in on the ass end. Because I don't mean to get off topic, but you jumped in on the ass end, didn't know half of what you were talking about, and were wrong several times. You was one of the ones that said she wasn't even gonna go to jail. So shut up, okay? So just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. That's number one. Okay, but let me get back to my issue, and this is my thing. My issue is that, and see, I didn't know that. Who said that? Raquel. I didn't know he called me out the other day. I don't watch his platform. He very much so cowardly blocked me from his platform, so I can't see it anymore. But that's my thing too. Why block somebody just to talk about it? Why don't you want me to hear what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't want me to hear what you're saying? Stop being a pussy. Why don't you want? Why in the world would you be talking about me, but you don't want me to hear it? That's crazy. Grown ass man, that's crazy. I'm not. I mean, what the problem is? But that's not what I really came to talk about. I don't give a fuck what he said because he can have his opinion about me because it's a free country. Because I surely have my opinion about him. Okay, I surely have my opinion about him. What I was trying to say was my issue is not what people believe. Even if I may believe that what you're saying and what you believe and what you stand on is foolishness, you're allowed as an individual to believe what it is that you want to believe and to feel how you want to feel. That's not my issue. My issue is when people tiptoe around what they believe. They try to act like they don't support what they really support. They really support one thing, but they know what they support is taboo. So instead of just coming out and saying, this is what I support, this is what I stand on, they know that a majority don't agree with it. So instead of just saying, hey, listen, I support a murderer, they rather not say that because they know that it's taboo, especially in his case, because he's a whole instructor who's supposed to be instructing and teaching people how to properly use their weapons, in what situations to use their weapons. And he's outright saying on social media that a young lady that didn't even have a weapon on her and walked away from the altercation back to her vehicle to go retrieve a weapon, walk back to the situation and take a life was in the right. I wouldn't want anybody to think that I was in support of that either, especially if I am a licensed CCL instructor. I'm on the internet telling everybody that that was the correct thing to do. And I'm in support of that. So my thing is, hey, stand on your shit. If you are in support of it, be in support of it. But don't say, oh, well, we don't have a lot of information out right now. So we got to wait until the information comes out and then we can. Now, we got enough information. We got enough information. I'm going to play Quadree live in a minute. And after I play it, well, I'm about to play the part, not all of it, because I watched a little bit of it earlier in the day because it's a really long live because I was out earlier. And then he made a lot of really good points too. So if y'all haven't watched it, watch it. What's the name of it? Hold on. It's called I Got Words for Mike Brown. So I guess he just got off of that live. But yeah, it's a really good live. In the beginning, he was making some really good points. Let me look at my chat. Hey, what's going on, Comic Collective? She said I just reactivated my page to see if if the coast is clear and my favorite CC is live. Oh, thank you, boo. And thank you, Trina Michelle, for your 4-month membership. I appreciate you. So do you guys see where I'm coming from? Now, that's my opinion about him. Now, as a free member of society of this country, I have a right to have my opinion. He was over there talking shit about me the other day. Okay, cool. I didn't even hear it. Somebody just told me just now. I didn't even know. But okay, so everybody has opinions like buttholes, right? So my opinion about him is that I find it ironic that he's a CCL instructor. Meanwhile, on the internet, on several different platforms, advocating taking a weapon out during a verbal altercation and taking somebody's life. Meanwhile, he's in charge of giving licenses to the people of the city of Chicago. So that's my opinion of you, respectfully, because I didn't call him out of his name. I didn't say nothing that wasn't true, but that's my opinion of him. I think that's crazy work. That's my opinion. Since we're giving our opinions, because I didn't hear. I'm gonna go and find what you said, but that's my opinion of you. I think it's crazy work to be a CCL instructor and out here on Beyonce's internet telling people that what this girl did was okay and giving her all types of excuses. I'm gonna play Quadree's live, but one portion that I heard on the live stream was Quadree made some good points, right? And so then Mike says, "Oh, well, we don't know, what type of stress she was under. We don't know what her stress level was. Are you out your rabbit ass mind? We don't know what her stress level was. If she was so stressed and terrified, then she should have got her ass in the damn vehicle." Now, people that support Holly kills me because one thing that they always say is we don't know. We don't have the evidence of this and that. We don't know what's gonna be allowed in court. Okay, cool. Shout out to Neek Boss. I appreciate you for those gifts. I see you in the chat. Thank you, Twin Girl, for that membership. I appreciate that. But what are some of the things that we do know that did happen on that day, verifiable by witnesses or verified by witnesses, that we simply know is just simply not procedure? One thing that we know for sure that wasn't even debated in court. So when I went to court, it was not debated in court that young lady didn't have the weapon on her. She left the altercation to go get a weapon. One of the questions that the prosecution asked over and over again and made note of is that she had and even the judge agreed that she had several opportunities that she could have called the police. I even showed you guys a document from when she did seek the order of protection against Romika. And in the document, it even stated in the document, if you are to encounter this individual, your first response is to contact the authorities. That is their job. The judge told her this when she went to go get the order of protection. That's something that I'm almost positive when it goes to trial, that is going to be brought up. That you've been told prior to even run to encountering Romika what to do. You were told to contact the police. In what world, in what society do you get into a verbal altercation with somebody? Not only get into a verbal altercation with someone, but also escalate it and assist in escalating it by arguing with the person. The girl gets taken to her vehicle. You, according to witnesses, followed behind them, walking towards her vehicle, yelling expletives and harassing her and antagonizing her to get out of the vehicle. So people will say, well, Romika shouldn't have got out the vehicle, but I say that was wrong. But Holly also should not have followed behind her and antagonized her to get out of the vehicle. So the difference here is that Romika's deceased and Holly is alive. So if you say that Romika was wrong, Romika has already met her demise. Now it's Holly's turn to pay for what she did. How can somebody who is out here issuing licenses out to somebody for a CCL get on the internet and tell y'all that this girl followed procedure? Being under stress is not an excuse for murder. And having a CCL is not a license to kill. There was no reason for her to do what she did, period, point blank. Period. Again, shout out to Twin Girl. I appreciate that. Again, if you believe that Holly was right, respect that. I even more respect it if you come out and just say that. But to tiptoe around an issue and try to pretend like, oh, this could go either way. No, what it is that you are actually in support of this murderer, and you just don't want to say it. Because I can't stand when a creator or a social media, a person with a platform will get on the internet with all of these opinions and all of this about a situation only to turn around and say, well, I don't know everything about this. I could be wrong. Yeah, you're very wrong. You don't know everything about it. Why are you so passionate speaking on a situation that you really don't know shit about? So let me go ahead and play this. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Where's my mic? Hold on. Well, y'all can hear me good. Right. Oh, here we go. All right, let me start playing it, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear it clearly. And then I'm going to pause in between. Quadree, shout out to you. I'm about to review your live real quick. Hold on.
It wasn't no fight.
This is somebody else.
So and if he fucked with Holly,
at first it was somebody up there named Elizabeth Williams.
Okay. Whoever just said that he could be with Holly to the world.
Well, let me stop this. Yeah, since you was over there talking shit, Michael, unblock me so I can hear what you saying. Why in the world would you want to be over there talking shit in secret? Unblock me on Facebook so I can hear what you over there talking about. And then had nerve to get on Quadree's panel talking about some, it's okay if we don't agree, it's good to be able to have a civilized conversation. It should, that's how it should be. You don't have to agree with each other, but wasn't you just over there the other day popping shit? Your fake ass. Shut the fuck up. Goofy ass. Flip-flopping ass. Don't know which side you on looking ass. Shut the fuck up. Over there talking shit, but then got me blocked and I can't hear it. Then gonna get on Quadree panel talking about some, we should be able to be civilized. Your ass ain't civilized. You civilized when you want to be civilized. You wasn't civilized when you was over there talking shit. Goofy ass.
To avoid all this shit.
And then got nerve enough to block somebody. You over there talking shit. Go sit over there. I ain't block you. The hell? It be the audacity trying to act all civilized and shit when you was on Q panel, but you was just. But hold on, let somebody sitting there. Hold on, let me see if I can find what he said. Let me play this real quick. I don't want to fast forward to his part because I don't want to miss none of it.
Happen right now. You should have told the truth when the girl sent the ultrasound picture. When she told you she was pregnant. Like sometimes you gotta put your pride and ego aside and stand up and be a fucking man. He could deal with Holly. Nobody cares about that. I don't even think that was the issue.
Hold on, let me stop right there. Then another thing, then he gonna get up there and say, because I'm finna do his voice too. He gonna get up there and say, what this goofy motherfucker say? He said, this is the internet. This is the internet. People aren't gonna always agree with you. This is the internet. Okay, well, if it's the internet and people not gonna always agree with you, what the fuck you mad for? What you blocking me for? I mean, I'm not that mad that you blocked me, but I mean, if you talking about me, I'd like to hear it. I'm just saying. If it's just the internet and it don't phase you and it's no big deal, what you over there hooping and hollering like Farrakhan and Malcolm X over there hooping and hollering, taking up for a fucking murderer, sounding like a goddamn fool. And you supposed to be a CCL instructor. You supposed to be telling people the proper procedure. And you over there taking up for a bitch that walked to a vehicle and got a weapon after the fact. Shut the fuck up. And let me. I can't wait to find this.
What's the issue?
I can't wait to find this clip. Where my moderators at? Anybody say something dumb, take their stupid ass out. I'm not gonna argue with nobody. They get the fuck out of here. Because it ain't civilized over here. You come over here talking shit in the chat, you getting out of here, okay? I'm just like that's what I'm saying, Summer. That two-faced stuff. When he get in the Romika Meeks supporter space, he be trying to talk all civilized and diplomatic and no, I'm trying to be fair and I'm not a support, I'm trying to be fair. But then as soon as he get back over there in the murderer's supporter space, he be talking big shit. Like, come on, let's just keep it real. Stop it. Like, knock it off, cut it out. Stop. See, this is why I wanted Q to drop the link, but I knew I'm not big on disrespecting. I'm not. Oh, please don't put that woman in my chat. Please. Oh my God, I have not even thought about that person in so long. I don't watch her content. Woo, don't put that lady in my chat. So, at the end of the day, he'll go over there and be popping shit. But then when he get over in the space with the Ramika Meek supporters, and back to this, I haven't even thought about that lady in so damn long. I don't even like saying her damn name. So the irony that she's still even thinking about me is scary. That is crazy as fuck. I don't even think about that damn lady. Shanta, what's going on? But when he gets in spaces with her supporters, then it's all diplomatic and we can all get along and we shall not be moved. Come on, stop all of this fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop all of this fake shit.
What was the issue?
And playing him talking about me for what? How long have I been? Like, I give a fuck. I'm still gonna say what I want to say. Shit, all these weak ass motherfuckers on this internet. I'ma still say what I want to say. God damn it.
He should have been honest, and none of this stuff would have happened. I fought him too. Because they wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for you. Be a man. You can't play with people's feelings and emotions out here. Now in 2026, be honest. I don't like niggas that do that. You know you got a woman. You know you dealing with somebody. Tell it.
And that's how
I'm about to fast forward it just a little bit so we can get to him. Now, I was gonna actually be somewhat nice because I didn't even know all of that he was, popping shit. I didn't know all of that, but I don't even really care for real. To be honest with you, I don't. I just find it ironic that if you're gonna talk about somebody, at least don't have them blocked so that they can hear it. But let's get to what I really, really wanted to do was come live and talk about what. Let me see. I'm trying to get it right on the time. Let me see. Hold on.
Agree with a lot of stuff because I mean, from my viewship of the whole video, I would think that basically, like, you believe in Ali being some type of acquittal to a second-degree murder charge, right, being dropped, right? You don't know which, it's like somewhere in between those, but you don't think it's a first-degree murder, right?
No, I don't think it's going to be, and I could be wrong. Of course, I'm always willing to be wrong. But in my operational experience, being a criminal justice practitioner, I don't think she's going to get convicted of first-degree murder because the planning aspect of it is absent.
False. So, this is why. Okay, so let me stick to the main thing. False. Now, I'm not gonna say false that she won't be convicted of first degree unaliving, even though I think that she will be. But when he says the planning aspect of it, when he's very articulate, what he meant was premeditation. Okay, and we don't want to say the word premeditation because, in the state of Illinois, premeditation does not need to exist in order to get a first degree unaliving conviction. So instead of just saying premeditation, let's say planning aspect. Okay, so let's go with that word. The planning aspect wasn't there. In the state of Illinois, the planning aspect doesn't need to be there in order for her to be convicted of first degree unaliving. It's all about intention. But let's continue. That's the first wrong thing you said. The planning aspect is, premeditation is what he meant. Does not need to exist at all in the state of Illinois to get convicted of first degree unaliving.
And there's just a lot of things, and you got to look at it from. You don't have to look at it, but I encourage people to look at it from the perspective of how juries tend to look at things when you look at dynamics of who's involved. You know, Romika was by herself, had dropped her child off. Holly was not by herself. Holly had a child with her, though the child was in the car. You know, that baby is still on scene as something that could be considered. But I don't want to rehash the whole, you all saw the live, you know.
Yeah, but no, but since you here though, we can kind of like rebuttal that, because I mean, like, as from your viewership, you would think that Romika kind of busted you to say, oh, she saw Holly, right? But you wouldn't. I don't know if most people would think that, like, from the real aspect of it, if Los is in the middle of the street, kind of next to Holly, there's no way that she sees her when she do busted you. It's clearly Los's truck right in the middle of the street, right? Even if she's coming from the other side. See, I've been on that same street, right there where she drove, and right there where the actual incident happened. I stood there before it, like, literally got into Los's car, right there in that same spot. So it's like, you know, when we driving on the opposite side of the street, and we know it's a long little line, and it's like kind of a little bump in the road where it kind of prevents you from going on that side until a certain point. But once you bust that it's a person in the middle of the street. That's Los' truck right there.
And he is taller than Holly, so he can be seen. I can see it from that perspective. I can see it from that perspective.
So the whole fact of the matter is that, like, when she did bust at you, we know that the whole conversation was with Los about not dropping Lil Los off at school, because he was basically trying to act like he was out all night and he was going to the gym the next morning. They had a talk on the phone about dropping Lil Los off to him so he can take him to school and she could just go ahead on to work. You know, but he denied taking Lil Los to school, and she had to be late for work, which he already knew this daily routine. This ain't nothing out the blue. This is normal routine, you know, because obviously he lived across the street from the school, basically, in my eye.
But you know what? One thing I can agree with, I had popped in on the last person that you had on the live, and I can agree one time.
He's so funny, y'all. It disgusts me. Let me tell you. First of all, he have absolutely no reason to be so fixated on me. He fixated on me because he's mad that I'm smart, like most black men. He's mad that I'm smart, and he can't come over here on my platform and gaslight me. I'm going to say what it is. That's what he's mad about, because I don't know what he said most recently. I don't even know why he's still talking about me, which is weird and obsessive if you ask me. But the last time he said something about me, he said, oh, you have all of these people talking about me, upper echelon, the folks getting on this internet ain't never took a criminal justice course. Man, I got on Facebook and YouTube the next day and posted my criminal justice undergraduate degree. Sir, go have a seat. Go sit down, sir. That's what you're really mad about, because you have no reason to be so fixated on my points. You're so mad and so fixated, and every time you talk about this story, you bring up upper echelon because I stay on your mind because you're intimidated. Let's talk about what you're really mad about. Just like anybody who is in agreement or purposely trying to highlight what he said. Why are you so worried about upper echelon? Upper echelon be over here making my points, doing my content, minding my business. You don't see me going back and arguing with no other content creator, because quite frankly, I don't think any of them can stand next to me for real, for real. So the fact that you keep on saying upper echelon in all of your content that has to do with this story tells me that it's something about me per se that you're intimidated about, because I'm not the only one covering this story, babes. I'm not the only Romika supporter, babes. But for some reason, you are obsessed with talking about my platform and my perspective and what I think. But what I find even more interesting is that you won't slither your ass over here in my comments and hit a link. That's what I find interesting. Hit my link. Yeah, hit mine. Now let me go back. Every time you talk about this story, upper echelon don't have to come out of your mouth, but it does. Why is that? I'm not the only one that supports Romika. It's a whole lot of content creators on here that supports Romika and does content on this situation. But for some reason, he's obsessed with me. Please leave me alone, Michael. Please beat it. Okay.
And I can agree 1000% with that perspective that that is more likely than not that he was playing both sides. You know what I'm saying? And because he was playing both sides, that's not something you do. Because if he with Holly creating a child with her, but then you still doing things with Romika, and especially if you having sex with both, let's put it on the table. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I can see Romika popping off. Like it's an insult. You just and we've seen.
You hear how he talking? He do not, y'all. I promise y'all, he do not talk like that at all on his pages when he's talking about this story. When he's talking about this story in his pages, he is so one-sided. He's only doing that to appease Quadree because he know what Quadree's stance is on the situation. So in order to be more so diplomatic and kind of give his opinion without being too aggressive with it, because for some reason aggressive people are, or people that give their opinion too aggressively aren't taken to very well. As you can see, I'm not always taken to very well, which I don't really give a fuck. You can kiss my ass. But at the end of the day, that's what he's doing. He's like trying to be very much so diplomatic, but he really, really does support Holly. But the question here is why is it every time that Romika supporters say, hey, this is what happened, this shouldn't happen, this shouldn't happen in that situation, then one of Holly's supporters, i.e. Michael, will then come and say, oh, well, yeah, but we don't have all the facts. But then when you're saying things to support Holly, all the facts don't matter anymore. You only need all the facts when it comes to Romika, which I feel is very much so one-sided. So don't say that you're not one-sided, you don't have all of the facts, but you are very much so one-sided. That's my only issue. I'm not having an issue with every single person that's in support of Holly, even though I think you're wrong. But my issue is for the people that try to act like they're not in support of something that they are in support of. If you're going to be wrong, go all in. If you're going to be right, go all in. If you're going to support a murderer, go all in and support her. But if you that's all I'm saying. Don't stand in the middle of the road and then whichever the wind blows is the way that you sway, depending on who's the audience in the room. So if the audience is this supporter, I'm going to talk this way. But if it's these supporters, then I'm going to talk this way. That's what I don't respect. It's not so much about who you support. It's more so about, because it's people I don't like for real, but I respect the fact that they can be real about it. That's what I don't respect about him. Number one, because you're obsessively mentioning me in every piece of content that you do about this story. That's number one. It's weird as fuck. Okay. Number two, you switch up. It was even a Holly supporter in Quadree chat. There was like, Holly's going to be exonerated. And when she is, don't bring your ass back over there, Mike. So he doesn't know which people don't like people that stand in the middle of the road. What is it that you believe? At this point, there is enough evidence to pick a side, if you ask me. But okay, so let me finish playing. Hold on.
Of Romika pulling up and calling me on the phone, and then now you blocking me, but I see your car here. You see what I'm saying? So when you play two sides, I can see that. I'm not unfair. I can see that.
From the beginning of everything, though, even before the TPO and stuff like that, see, a lot of people would paint Holly as like this person that just started fucking with Los, and then Romika found out about him, and she started coming at her, woo-doo-doo-woo. And most people don't even know why they jumped in the middle of this, don't know that Holly actually called Romika first to let her know that it was a robe in Los's closet where she was at Los's house. Romika was at Los's house. And Holly called her phone to basically antagonize her to get something popping between both of them. I don't know if people don't know that. So that's how it all started between both of them.
I see that. To cause division between them so she could chess play her move. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna ever paint or get me to believe that Holly is 100% innocent. You're not going to get me to believe that.
Hold on, wait a second. Let me find something, y'all. Y'all heard what he said, right? Hold on. Give me a second. See, that's why he don't like me, and every time you turn around, he got something to say about me. Fucking weirdo. he don't like me because hold on, let me find something real quick. Where is that? You heard what he just said, right? He said, "Can't nobody." I need y'all make sure y'all screenshot the good parts. He said nobody can pay me to believe that Holly was 100% right. But you don't hear him on his platform talking with all of this passion when it comes to being in support of. Just say, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, let me play this. Hold on. Hold on. You heard what he just. This is why people call you. This is why people call you a flip flopper, Michael. Okay, hold on. Look.
How a passionate mother is going to come to the defense of another mother and stand up against the bullies in Cook County and say, though this may not have been the best thing that she could have done, what else could she have done when the child?
Yo, I can't stand folk. I cannot stand fake, phony ass people, y'all. That is, oh my goodness, y'all. That is my pet peeve. Hold on. Let me see. Let me play. Hold on. I'm about to play what he said on Quadree Live, and then I'm going to go back and play that again. Hold on. You heard what he said, right? Let me see where I'm at. 41 minutes. Let me see. 41.
Is absent.
Hold on. Damn.
Something popping between both of them. You know, I don't know if people don't know that. So that's how it all started between both of them.
Let's see that. To cause division
Listen,
between them,
listen.
so she could, chess play her move. I can see that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna
listen.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna ever paint or get me to believe that Holly is 100% innocent. You're not gonna get me to believe that.
Right.
See, I have my theory about the case.
Hold on, you heard it right. Y'all heard him. This is why he don't like me. Right now he over here sounding like Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad, or one of them over here on Facebook.
Child's father put her in the car, and even that wasn't enough to stop her. If that wasn't enough to stop her, I know something else that would, and it did work.
You heard him?
I told her to stop. She didn't stay away. I was getting the order of protection. She didn't stay away. She pulled on, seeing the baby daddy couldn't keep her away. So I know something else that could keep her away. And this time, it worked.
Get your motherfucking You see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Now y'all see that I'm not just making it up. When he's in certain space, and even Holly supporters peeped it, because it was even Holly supporters was over there in Quadree Live in the chat, and they was getting mad at some of the things that he was saying. But see, it depends on where he is. See, this is why I can't take him. I don't care what he say about me. At least I stand on what I. You may not agree with everything I say, but I'm never going to go to nobody's platform, and just because they have a different opinion, I'm going to water down what I think because of their opinion, or I'm gonna have this sweet, nice little delivery to try to slither my opinion in without just making a thing. I'm gonna say what I believe. I've been on YouTube now for almost 4 years. I think almost 4 years. And do you know how much harassment? And somebody just said the other day, I never mentioned that woman on my platform ever. I would never mention her name on my platform ever. I damn near forgot she fucking existed before somebody said her name in the chat. But somebody said that that person was playing him talking about me. I would see, these are the type of things that come with content creation. So, and I'm just gonna say this, moving forward, like for anybody that has a desire to be a content creator, just stand on business. Everybody's not going to like you. You're going to have people that call your job. You're going to have people that harass your family members. You're going to have people that put your picture up. You're going to have people that constantly bother you and got your name in their mouth, and disparage your character and try to clown you on their live streams and all of this goofy shit just because they don't like your opinion. But you have to be strong enough to continue to speak your mind on it. Ain't not even just this story, any story. Everybody's not going to agree with you. You think I'm going to water my delivery or what I think down because somebody doesn't like it? Because whether I say this or that, it's going to be somebody that don't like it. And you have to be strong enough to be able to handle that. Because I don't give a fuck what you say about me. My opinion is not going to change depending on the room that I'm in. And see, that's why people don't respect you, Mike. Because you over here, Jesse Jackson Jr. on Facebook, but then you on Quadree Live talking in lowercase letters. So we just trying to understand what's going on. That's all. We just trying to understand. It don't seem right. It don't sound right. It don't look right. So, and I think that supporters on both sides can agree to that. You don't know what you think. Let's play it again. Keep my name out your mouth, Michael. Unless you unblock me and I can hear
I want to
it for
see.
myself. Now, if you unblock me and I can hear it for myself, that's different. I don't want nobody sending me no clips and no screen recordings. I should be able to go to your page if you talking about me and listen to that shit. I shouldn't have to find it nowhere else. But you over here looking and sounding like you got bean pads for sale on 79th and Stony Island, doing all of this hooping and hollering about why she was right to take somebody's life, and then you over there talking in lowercase letters on Quadree Live. Shut the fuck up, man. Keep my name out your mouth.
Passionate mother is going to come to the defense of another mother and stand up against the bullies in Cook County and say, though this may not have been the best thing that she could have done, what else could she have done when the child's father put her in the car? And even that wasn't enough to stop her. If that wasn't enough to stop,
sounded like a pastor at Vacation Bible School at a Pentecostal church on Facebook, but then when you get over on YouTube, then you talking all sweet and talking soft and talking nice. But let's go ahead. Let me finish playing Quadree Live.
But that's not hearsay, because also it was another jacket also that Holly was stating that Romika had hers, but it was Romika jacket first. I don't know what's the case with that thing, but they just had a whole ongoing thing way before the little TPO. It's just like, all right, first it was the robe thing, now it's the jacket thing. It's like it's too much. Then it was like, okay, Holly had did something to Lil Los, was saying something to him, and it was like now they was going at it about that, and then it was just like, all right, so now you're going to go get this TPO on a person that you say that never, came into you, or whatever the case may be. Is like kind of BS. You got the TPO based off of Romika not showing back, not showing up, Well, right, because they was in court. They was actually in court. They talked to the judge, and then the judge was all like, "You got time to go get a lawyer to try to come back and do this and that." And then Romika never showed back up. I guess she probably didn't come up with the lawyer or whatever the case may be. But then I guess she tried to take out her own TPO against Holly, because it still said that Holly was doing stuff to her. Right. And the thing, Holly got something to hide because she deleted her social media after she got arrested.
Well, the thing is this. Well, the deletion of social media after she got arrested, I can see that being.
Whatever. So that's a good point that Q brought up, because she absolutely did delete her social media, and we know that I'm gonna drop my link too. Hold on. We know that on her social media, they're trying to lie for her and say that she didn't do it, and it was some sort of. She did. She shared a post, and on the post that she shared, it said, sometimes you just gotta start unaliving people. And that's just one thing that we saw. We don't know what else that she shared. We don't know what other statuses that she put up and what other activity was going on. So she got rid of her social media and deleted her social media because because it's incriminating. Come on, let's just be honest here, y'all.
It was stuff said on there.
Well, no, I'm saying, I'm just saying, under the advice of counsel, I can see the social media being deleted for damage control because people were going to obviously go and start searching and stuff like that. So,
again, doesn't know what he's talking about. She deleted her social media platform before she even hired counsel. Before she even had an attorney, she deleted her social media platform. Her platform was deleted what was it, like the day after the incident? Literally, the day after the incident, her social media was deleted. It wasn't. She didn't have counsel just yet. So no, she didn't delete it because her attorney told her to. She deleted it because it was incriminating, and that's common sense to delete.
I can see that.
Yeah, showing the same videos of the stuff that's when you go get a TPO against a person. One thing you don't do is keep. You don't do the same thing that you saying that they doing to you. You saying she calling you. You saying she internet attacking us, and you going on your page doing this and making videos after you. But then you doing the same thing on TikTok, and you got this Facebook, and then all this and that. You making threatening comments. Sometimes you got to start killing people over a comment that was basically towards something that's like basically when you get into it with people. Sometimes you just got to start killing them because I guess telling them to stop ain't gonna make them stop.
But see, here's this though. One of the things that I would suggest that anybody does is people don't understand that there's the transcript. Well, actually, they do. They do. I retract that because the July 24th hearing, that was the hearing that they both came to prior to the entering of that order by default. I don't see anybody who's gotten that transcript of that hearing where she did not show up. See, sometimes people don't understand that. Just
what did he just say? He said he don't think that anybody has the transcript of the court hearing and where she didn't show up. Okay, let me go ahead and pull it up for you. Give me 1 second. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to like flex or nothing. Like, I'm just saying like for him to be and I don't listen. I cover stories all the time where I don't be knowing everything about the story. Like all the time. Because I don't know everything that is a fact. Like I'll cover a story that I just picked up the day before, like, oh, this is interesting. I kind of want to talk about this. But why are you over here screaming and hollering like Malcolm Little? This before he became Malcolm X. You over there screaming like Malcolm Little about some shit that you don't even have all of the information on. The document that came out with the court hearing, the one that she didn't show up at, that's already been discussed. I'm not even gonna pull it up again because I've already covered that on my platform. It's a whole live stream where I'm breaking down that court hearing, where the one in what was it, June, the last court hearing where they approved the order of protection, but they gave her a certain amount of days before, or they gave Ramika a certain amount of days that she could come in and contest it. And then very shortly after those days expired, she ended up dead. But we covered that already. So he's not following this for real. Like and it's okay to not know. But then when you want to talk shit and then block me, and then you want to go talking shit about somebody that literally, honestly knows more than you about this case is wild to me. Like, come on, stop being disrespectful. Stop talking shit. That's the problem with people. I'm only talking about him because I was going to review the live, but then as soon as I got in, Quadree's live, but as soon as I opened up my as soon as I hit the live button, somebody was in the chat like, oh, you heard what he was talking about you? It was another creator whose name I don't talk about. You'll never hear that name on my channel. Another creator was playing what he said about you. And okay, so you talking shit, but about somebody that really does know more about this case than you do. And that's why you're mad at me, right? So, but that's not true what he just said. He just said that court that nobody has shown that, or we haven't seen that. Yes, my audience has seen it. Hold on, because I broke it down on my platform. I broke down all of the cases. Matter of fact, they were so mad that I broke down all of the court the hearings for the order of protection that they reported my live stream, and YouTube put it right back up because that's how jealous and mad they were that they struck it. If y'all can remember that. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. He said, did nobody see it, right? Hold on. That was July. He said nobody saw it, right? Hold on. Oh my goodness. Hold on, what's taking so long? Oh, it said it was an error opening it. Hold on. Can I open it in DocHub or Google Docs? Why is it not opening? Do I need to update it? Oh, I don't know why it's not. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll just download it then. No problem. And I'll open it like this. Downloads. Okay, we'll do it like this then. Yeah, here's the document that he said nobody's ever seen before. This one, is this the one he's talking about that nobody's ever seen before, right? Let's see. This is why people don't like me. Oh, how do I zoom in? I don't even know how to use this because I don't never use my download. Can I zoom in? Page view. This the document you said ain't nobody seen before, right? Matter of fact, I should read it again, but which I will do. Now, this is the document. This was the last court date that Quadeja went to, the one that Ramika did not show up for. This is in, let's see, is this the one? Where's the date? I have it labeled. Let's see. I just want to make sure it's the right one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, this is the one from July 2025. So, so let's go ahead and keep on playing. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to throw nothing. People can be wrong. I've been wrong before. But it's just, it be the audacity of how passionate he be talking. Don't be knowing what the hell he talking about. Okay. That's my thing. And then it's not even that. That's not all it is. What also is his condescending ass attitude. When he come in somebody chat or he tries to talk like he knows more than the whole world. Oh, well, you, because he's citing all of these codes that he knows that nobody in the chat probably ever heard of, and using these words that he feels like makes him sound more intelligent and nobody's ever heard. Nigga, shut up. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have me fooled. Okay.
Just now, because the other person doesn't show up, there still is what's called prove up. There still is a hearing that has to be held as to what evidence you do have, and that would be something to look at as to what Holly testified to, as to what she did. And I would imagine that she had other videos from some other people, or perhaps from Carlos, of her doing these things and whatever information she offered as a offer.
False. False. You know what? I ain't got time to do it tonight, but I'm gonna come back and we're gonna break down every single last, matter of fact, we're gonna break down every single last court hearing from, because I have the paperwork from every single last hearing. From December 2025 all the way up until, December 2024 all the way to July 2025. And he's telling him that something called prove up was conducted where she had to show something in order to get this order. No, she didn't. As a matter of fact, they even stated in the paperwork that she didn't actually show any evidence. The court told her she should show something, but she never actually did. She never actually did. So I'm just saying, if you're going to be jumping around from chat to chat and going on your live trying to talk about somebody, as far as, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, when you referring to me, then you're going to have to know what you're talking about. If you're going to try to put me on blast and say, I don't know what I'm talking about, then I expect you to be on point every time. And so far, I've already pointed out several inaccuracies that he's made on Quadree's live, which is also not a big deal. But don't come for me and you on the live saying shit you don't even know what you're talking about. Just shut up.
They offer of proof as an offer of proof of whatever claim she was asserting in court.
And what he's saying is true. That does happen. You should have some sort of evidence or proof when obtaining an order. However, she never showed anything. The fact that Ramika actually never came to court is the reason why she was able to. It was given to her by default. Now, had Ramika came to court and disputed the things that she was saying, as far as the stalking and the harassment, if she would have showed up in July, then she would have been able to offer her evidence and her proof of this so-called harassment that she was dealing with from Ramika. But that never happened. You see, it didn't happen.
Claim she was asserting in court, and that's what gave her the default order. And they didn't necessarily paint Ramika in the best light by not showing up, because she was extremely adamant in that July 24th hearing, that she's going to get attorney.
Let's just say, basically, let's say Ramika couldn't prove nothing. She was basically just accepting the order, however they was going to give it to her. She just wasn't going to show it back up, right? So let's say she was saying stuff to Holly, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say everything Holly said she said was right.
Ramika wasn't educated about how important it is to always show up. If somebody has an order of protection against you, if they're seeking an order of protection against you, and you have a court date, don't just not go because they're lying. Oh, I'm just not gonna go because what's the point of going because they lying anyway? So if they get an order of protection, let them get one. I don't be around them anyway. I'm not looking to harass that girl anyway. I'm not thinking about that girl. So what if she get an order of protection because I'm not stunning her? So it's not like I care that she has an order of protection. That's a mindset I believe that Ramika was in. But what she didn't realize, what I want y'all to realize is that if somebody ever falsely goes and gets an order of protection against you, always go to court to fight that order of protection, because you could be potentially saving your life. Because what we have in this case, allegedly, is a person that fought to go to court to get an order of protection so that she can kill her, allegedly. So to protect yourself and save your life, always fight against that person trying to obtain that piece of paper. Because a lot of times, and especially in this case, allegedly, the person ran to the courthouse several times over a 6 to 7 month span, desperate to get this piece of paper. The moment she got the paper, less than a month later, she killed her. So protect yourself. If you have somebody that's out here making TikTok videos about you, harassing you, calling you, saying that they robe is at your baby daddy house, pulling up to you across the street from your child's school, trying to antagonize you and shit like that, but then they're the ones running to the courthouse to get an order of protection, they're doing it for a reason. Because they know that you'll never really want to be around them. She's never met the girl in person until she had, this is the thing. So the point that I'm making, y'all, is if anybody is ever harassing you and you're confused as to why are they harassing me, but they the ones running, but they're running to the courthouse to get an order on me, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be around you anyway. Don't have that mindset, because they could be getting it to murder you. I'm just letting you know. They could be getting it so they can kill you and then turn around and say, well, I had an order of protection. So just be careful. The young lady had never even met Ramika. We're talking about stalking and harassment and fear for our life, but they've never been in the same room. Matter of fact, after the girl got the order, after Holly got the order of protection against Ramika, she got so tired of trying to wait for Ramika to be in her space that she had to put herself in Ramika's space. She like, damn, I went through all of these months to get an order of protection against this girl, and she's not bothering me. What can I do to get so that we could be in the same space? We have to end up eventually in the same space in order for this incident to occur, allegedly. So since Ramika wasn't stunting her, Ramika wasn't driving out to Waukegan, Ramika wasn't stunting what she had going on, she had to drive to Chicago and use her baby daddy house as an excuse and park across the street from her son's school, less than a month after she got the paper in her hand. Silly fools sitting on this fucking internet trying to act like they don't understand what's going on.
She said was right. If Holly doing it back to her and you claiming to get it, you had a TPO
again and got all got nerve and audacity to talk about some. She was in her space. She was in her space. She was at her baby daddy. She wasn't at her baby daddy house. She was in a car parked across the street from National Teachers Academy. She put herself in her space where her stomping grounds. She had to. Had Holly not put herself across the street from Romika's son's school, she would have never ran into her. And she knows she wouldn't have because Romika wasn't stunting her. Let me play this.
It doesn't make sense for you to do that back. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. With the deletion of Facebook will also show her going back and forth. Because it was a thing on Facebook with Romika and her going back and forth. When the TPO implemented in place, you know, you don't supposed to be basically antagonizing the person that you...
You would think that would be the case, but that's not how it works in Cook County. In Cook County, and I would imagine in other places, but I can definitely speak to by experience in Cook County, people who have orders of protection, be it temporary or plenary stalking, because it's not an order of protection, it's a stalking no contact because they are not related. And so, be it a temporary or plenary, people violate those all the time. Like, I can tell you firsthand, you know, people violate those all the time. If I got one against somebody and I violate my order, I don't get charged with anything, both civilly or criminally, with the violation of a civil order.
No, you don't.
But if that other person violates it, they get in trouble.
Yeah, they get in trouble too. But the simple fact is that if that was reported, then at the end of the day, once those things do come down into, like, let's say when Romika did, like, show up at the spot, right? And Holly was there, and her and Holly got into this altercation. Like, that still shows that, she broke the TPO, but Holly been breaking it all this time, so it's like it's not even in place no more. Because my baby mama have a TPO against me, right? But I haven't done nothing to her. I haven't been violent with her, but she used it against me and her to her advantage. She shows up to my place all the time. Nothing goes down. Everything be cool. It's just like she try to use it, I guess, whenever she did want to try to use that. You know, and that's what some people do that, you know. And what we saying is to say is that Holly was also antagonizing Romika back and forth on the internet. The same reason why she's supposed to got the TPO against her. So all of that is the reason why she deleted her social media.
And that's why it would have been nice to have seen Romika show up either pro se for herself or buying through counsel with offers of proof that she did have plenty of video out there. I would never. We've seen the videos, you know it. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice to see that offer proof, to see what the judge would, say. Well, I see this as you guys doing a back and forth thing. I see that you're adding fuel to Romika's fire, and it makes sense because you got Carlos in the middle. I can see a judge denying that order of protection or stalking no contact. I can see it, especially in Cook County. Judges know how to see through BS. And that's what we're not going to sit here and make it seem like this was a clean love story. Everybody was doing some shit.
Exactly, right.
You know
for sure. That's exactly what I'm getting at, right, for sure.
Right. Yeah, this wasn't clean. No, this wasn't clean. You know, and especially if there's a situation regarding Carlos supposed to take Lil Los to school, and then you coming out, not only are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing, if that's the case, but now you with this big, and I can see, you know what I'm saying? I can see that being some shit. So I'm not, like I can see it from a variety of dynamics, family dynamics, legal dynamics, and that's why this case is so interesting. It's messy, but this is like made for TV type, Tyler Perry type stuff, because you don't really have any raw, real camera footage of what happened on 20 West Cermak. We don't have it. It's all, maybe Sharks and what Ari may have, because I'm going to tell you this, Cook County State's attorneys and investigators and Chicago police detectives, they get what they need to get to make the case and then send it over to grand jury for a superseding indictment. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they really have a vested governmental interest in this, and they don't. Ari, on the other hand, has an interest in it because she's a defense attorney trying to get her client, you know, and she's more hungry for it. Defense investigators are more hungry for it. And I've been a homicide detective before, so I know how we work. You know, it's we do what we have to do for whatever the case it is. But this is interesting because it's a battle of the narratives. This is a battle of the narrative.
Tamika, hey, she sleep. Where is she? She laying on her bed. She still sleep. I don't have a PO box, Tamika. Um, but thank you. I appreciate it.
And it's like,
for sure. It's so many different narratives about this. Crazy. Yes. It's definitely made for a movie, though.
Yes, this is not clean. This is not clean. So yeah, man. I'm you know, if you got any other questions or whatnot, or if you want me to leave, so you.
So I just want to know, like, what do you honestly think about this? Like, do you think, like, what do you honestly think the outcome of this? Like, you see Holly just got Belka, I know you was a little happy. You say how Ari doing her thing, and you know Ari been messing up like a few times within this case. She 3 for 1 now. This is her first victory within this case that's just been going on.
Well, it depends on what you frame as a
victory. View it like that. Yeah, I mean, like as far as.
Now, if we're talking about Holly being detained, I don't see that as a loss. I see that as procedural because I don't know how much of the live that you watched, but if you watched the whole live, if you look at the different judges on.
Start talking shit and don't make no damn sense. She was detained when she was initially detained for the first I don't know how long she was initially detained, for a few hours or something like that. I don't know, for a day maybe. And then they had to eventually let her go. When that was procedural, that they let her go was procedural, not that, and that she was detained was procedural because she just sat out there and took somebody's life. So that part I agree with. But her being released was procedural. Them coming to pick her up in December was not procedure. That was something that was done because the investigation had come to a conclusion. That was sent to the state's attorney. The state's attorney sent it to a grand jury. The grand jury determined that charges needed to be filed. Nothing procedural about that. She was charged because she deserved to be charged. And see, this is what I'm talking about when I say tiptoeing around what the main thing. The main thing is that the girl committed a crime. But every time it's a situation like, oh, well, why was she arrested? Oh, well, that's just procedure. No, it's not procedure. She was arrested because she committed a crime. She was charged because she committed a crime. Period. And then he's like, oh, it doesn't take 4 months to do. How do you know how long it takes? There's several instances within Cook County where it has to be, where cases need to be investigated and a person isn't picked up until months later. It's happened many, many times. So I guess it's easy to tell people who are not familiar with Chicago or Cook County, oh, that doesn't happen. Yes, it does. That's a lie. Yes, it does. It happens all the time where the police initially arrest someone, detain them for questioning, and then they have no further legal grounds to hold them, so they have to let them go. After further investigation, they then arrest them, and it could be months down the line. That happens all the time. It recently just happened in Chicago. I forget the name of the story, but a mother allowed the father to babysit their infant child. He not babysit, but I guess they weren't together. So the baby was going to his house for a couple of days and he was going to bring her back to the mom's house. You know how that situation goes. So the father took the child, brought the baby back unalive. But the woman didn't even know that the baby was unalive because the baby was sitting inside of a car seat with a blanket over the baby, and she assumed the baby was sleeping. She didn't realize to a while later, maybe 30 or so, 20 to 30 minutes later, after lifting up the blanket, that the baby had passed away. Do you know that the police investigated that situation for months? He didn't get arrested until like a year later. Even though it was more than obvious that but no, I ain't gonna say it was more than obvious. The reason why they couldn't pick him up right away It's because they had to investigate. He's saying that the baby was alive when he dropped it. This happened in Chicago. He's saying the baby was alive when he dropped the baby off to the mom. The mom is saying the baby wasn't alive when the baby got dropped off. And when she finally lifted up the blanket, that the baby was not alive and the father must have dropped the baby off deceased. She had no interaction with the baby for maybe 20 or so minutes until she lifted the blanket up and discovered what was going on. So because this person is saying that, and then this person is saying that, he has a defense right there. So you can't just arrest him because he has a valid defense. Oh, the baby was alive when I dropped him off. So who do you believe? You have to investigate. You have to wait until autopsies come back. And which is what happened in this case. So for him to be so, oh, I know everything. It is crazy to me that he would get on a public platform and say that, because while it wasn't like this girl was out and they weren't investigating anything or waiting for any documents to come back. If you remember in the beginning, when she was initially let go and everybody was kind of covering this case and you had so many CCs talking about the case, there were certain things that we were waiting for to come out. If you remember, we waiting on the autopsy, we waiting on the medical examiner report, waiting on the toxicology report. We weren't the only ones waiting on those reports. So were the detectives, because once they finally received all of those reports, the toxicology report, ballistics report, the autopsy, all of these things have to be put into an investigative package and sent off to the state's attorney. They can't just, you have to understand, detectives and police only have so much power. They have to have permission, for lack of a better term, to go and pick you up. They can't just, when the spirit hit them, go arrest you after letting you go. They have to investigate, and a part of their investigation isn't just sitting across the table from each other and talking and debating with each other. No, they're waiting on lab reports. They're waiting on ballistic reports. They're waiting on autopsies. All of these things take time. And if you notice, after they obtained these documents, very shortly after, she was arrested, once all of these things came in. So for you to sit there and say that, oh, they just did that because, no, that's no. If we're gonna talk about procedure is that these documents have to be a part of the investigative packet that they send over to the state's attorney. Because when the state's attorney receives that investigative packet and they're looking through it, they have to have certain documents in there. What you think the detectives are just gonna take a loose leaf piece of paper and get a crayon and write "we think she guilty" and give it to the state's attorney? No, there has to be evidence. There has to be not evidence enough to convict her, but evidence enough to charge her. So I find it very foolish that somebody would sit there and pretend, and I honestly believe he know better, to sit there and pretend like this girl got charged for no reason. When somebody is charged with 6 counts of first-degree unaliving, it doesn't just drop out of the clear blue sky. You can't just arrest somebody and charge them with 6 counts of first-degree unaliving because you feel like it or because you think they should be charged. Just like there's a certain amount of evidence that must exist in order to convict someone, there are certain things that have to exist to charge someone. So when you hear these silly, irrational people who say that they are facts over feelings, but really, honestly, they're very emotional, sit around and say, oh, they just did that because social media, that's my ignorant voice. They just did that because of social media pressure. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. They've been throwing this whole, that crap around for the longest. Hold on, let me see. I damn near forgot I was reviewing the damn video. This is why I don't do reviews.
On different levels, and you look at the politics of each judge on each level. At the trial court in the Circuit Court of Cook County, even though judges are supposed to be detached and neutral, that's in theory. In actuality, these judges are politician judges, meaning they have to be elected to the court by the people or appointed to the court by other judges, which means
I talked about that on one of my live streams too. That is true.
You got to make somebody happy to get.
However, that's not why that's not why she went to jail, Michael.
To that spot, right? And so, because you got to make somebody happy to get to that spot, people remember judges' names, especially if they're in high-profile cases. You know, John Fitzgerald, like the judge in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Those names get dropped because they come from the legal community in Chicago, and the reputation, it gets spread, and those reputations matter, right? But the justices at the appellate courts, who were mostly former judges in the Circuit Court of Cook County, their names get forgotten like that. So for her to get detained on a pretrial holding in the Pretrial Fairness Act, I can see that as procedural. I don't see the judge, especially how packed that courtroom was. And
that had nothing to do with procedure. That had nothing to do with procedure. What happened recently is procedure. What recently happened is procedure. Recently, when she was released on the Pretrial Fairness Act, that was procedure based on the laws here in the state of Illinois. Her being arrested initially wasn't procedure. Yeah, it was procedure that she needed to be arrested because she was charged. But her being charged wasn't procedure. Her being arrested and put in Cook County Jail with 6 charges of first-degree unaliving was not procedural. You do not slap 6 charges of first-degree unaliving on somebody as a part of procedure. Nobody gets 6 charges of first-degree unaliving for procedure. It's because what she did was grossly negligent as a CCL holder. And then for him, and see, I wouldn't even be going in on him like this if he would keep my name out of his fucking mouth. When you want to speak on this story, speak on a story and stop speaking my name. Unless you want to keep doing this. Because I don't like you. But see, the thing about me is I know how to exist on this platform and other platforms without going back and forth with other creators. That's what I'm known for. I don't do that a whole lot of back and forth. But keep my name out your mouth, though, unless you want to keep doing this. Because just like you can point things out about whatever I've said, I can do a hell of a lot of point things out about what you're saying that's incorrect. But there's nothing procedural about slapping 6 charges of first-degree unaliving on somebody. It doesn't work that way. And then for somebody to be a CCL instructor, to be sitting on a public platform telling all of his followers, because he's always talking about how he got millions of followers, to be telling all of your millions of followers that what this girl did was okay. Because let me play it again, because then what he'll do, hold on, let me see, am I still sharing this? Hold on, let me take this down. Because then what he'll do is say that he never said that what she did was right. Then he'll say he never said that, right? Anytime he's trying to appease the Ramika Meek supporters. When we clearly, let me go ahead and play this video again. Michael, wasn't it, now you was over there trying to be all diplomatic with Quadree, but this was just you not that long ago. Hold on. This was just you not that long. He was over there, yeah, nobody can pay me a single red cent to believe that everything, to believe that Holly was 100% right. Nobody can pay me to believe that Holly was 100% right. So that's what he's saying over there on Quadree panel, but he over here on Facebook saying this.
I want to see how a passionate mother is going to come to the defense of another mother and stand up against the bullies in Cook County and say, though this may not have been the best thing that she could have done, what else could she have done when the...
Get your big, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us, head ass nigga. Sounding crazy.
Child's father put her in the car, and even that wasn't enough to stop her. If that wasn't enough to stop her, I know something else that would, and it did work.
Now, this is a CCL instructor, y'all, that knows that this girl got into a verbal altercation with another unarmed young lady, walked to her vehicle to get a weapon that she did not initially have on her, and killed her. And he's saying in his Malcolm Little voice that she was right. But you want to talk about me.
I told her to stop. She didn't stay away. I was getting the order of protection. She didn't stay away. She pulled on, seeing the baby daddy couldn't keep her away. So I know something else that could keep her away.
First Missionary Baptist Church looking ass boy. Sounding crazy as hell.
And this time, it worked.
I swear he think he cold. Like he think he said something. But then he over.
I want to see.
But then he on Quadree line, and then the auntie shared it like that shit was deep. He sounded dumb. Boy, leave me alone, Michael. Okay, don't say my name no more. I'm not playing with your motherfucking ass. Now this can get very nasty. I'm just letting you know. Keep your content on the fucking story. That's the problem with you weak ass content creators. Y'all don't know how to keep y'all's. Let me scoot up. Y'all don't know how to keep y'all commentary on the topic, on the story. Y'all be too focused on other content creators. Focus on the story. Upper Echelon is not a part of the state of Illinois versus Holly Johnson case. I'm not a part of that story. I'm not a part of the case. I'm just another content creator that's covering it. But this obsessed ass nigga keep on saying my name. Over there sounding like First Missionary Pentecostal, doing all of that hooping and hollering, trying to sound in a preacher voice, talking, trying to justify somebody losing their life over some bullshit. Shut up and stop saying my goddamn name and leave me the fuck alone. Sounding dumb as fuck. I'm gonna play it again because you sound dumb.
How a passionate mother is going to come to the
He too, so he don't know what side he on, lie.
defense of another mother and stand up against the bullies in Cook County and say, though this may not have been the best thing that she could have done, what else could she have done when the child's father put her in the car? And even that wasn't enough to stop her. If that wasn't enough to stop her, I know something else that
she got a 9mm and she blasted that girl that was unarmed, and she really didn't have to, but she did it anyway. In Jesus' name. What the fuck are you talking about? Let me go back to shut up. I don't even know what to say. Shut up. I mean, I know God is not pleased. I know he do not appreciate you doing that.
Courtroom was, and I was there that day. I wasn't in the courtroom, but I was outside that door. Oh, it was packed. So the judge wasn't gonna let her out. Having all that family see his face and remember his name, boy, they're not doing that. They're not doing that. So the judge, that wasn't a loss. Ari knew that was gonna happen. Any competent lawyer would see that happening. Her filing her pretrial detention motion, to the on an interlocutory appeal to the first district in the appellate court, procedural. She knew that was going to happen. She had a team that was already ready, filed it. Of course it was going to be denied because who had to look at it? The judge, right? And so they sent it to the first appellate. I kind of knew it was going to go that way. If I don't know how many of my lives you've been watching or whatnot, but I kind of knew it was going to go that way because I read her entire brief. She cited a crap ton of cases where other judges had let people with far worse particulars in their case go on pretrial detention. So when she started citing those cases, I was like, boy, the appellate court is going to let her go. Because I remember arresting folks, stuff like that for homicides and a variety of different things. I'm going to tell you something. Felony review doesn't take long to turn over approval for first-degree murder.
I'm tired of listening to his dumb ass. He's not even fucking saying nothing. I'm sick of his motherfucking ass. Hold on, let me play this. Shout out to Ashley Chats. Ashley, I'm about to play a portion of your video real quick. So I want to see, let y'all see something else. This is the guy that was over there trying to sound all diplomatic and presidential over there on Quadree Live earlier. Oh, hold on, let me pull it up, y'all. Look, here you go again. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go again, y'all. Trying to sound off Barack Obama. Get your goofy ass out. Hold on.
That's what that whole thing is like. Whole thing. That whole. That
itself.
That's
credit to Ashley Chats, y'all. I'm playing her video. She caught this from. This was a live stream he did on Facebook with his flip flopping ass.
What that whole thing is like. We would not be here had Romika been a member of.
Hold on. Well, since we speaking on who spoke on Big Upper or Morris spoke on you too, I don't even know why that lady even still thinking about me. Oh my God. Oh my, I don't know why. That's crazy because I don't even think about that damn lady. I think she got enough people talking about her. She needs to worry about them people. I don't even think about that fucking lady. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna spend too much time on it because she's nothing. Gets no light over here. I don't even. Matter of fact, I told y'all not to put that name in my chat. That name does not exist on my platform. I don't even say that name. I'm glad that my name is being spoken on other platforms. I mean, that's more, publicity for me and my channel. But yeah, I don't speak certain names. I just don't say over here. You're not gonna get no light or no attention from my platform. I'm not gonna send nobody over to your shit. But I do appreciate if anybody gave me a shout out, I do appreciate it. But let's go ahead and let me start. Hold on, let me start it over. Hold on. It's just the obsession. It's just like, oh my God, these YouTube creators are scary. Once they find you, they never leave you alone. You can't make it up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I started it from. He also said this, y'all.
That's what that whole thing is like. We would not be here had Romika been a faithful member of Mind Your Business Ministries. If she was a faithful member.
Now, he was just over on Quadree's live and just said to Quadree that nobody can pay him a single red cent to believe that Holly was 100% in the wrong. But he over here in this video on Facebook saying that this would have never happened if Romika would have been a part of Mind Your Business Ministries, meaning that he's blaming Romika for her own death. But then he on Quadree Live saying that, no, you can't pay him to think Holly's 100% innocent. Which one is it? Then get mad when people say you flip flop. It's either one. It's either you gonna see this the thing. I don't want nobody to think that I don't like neutrality. Being neutral is not a problem with me if you are truly neutral. But the problem that I have is that most people love to use that word. They love to say that they're neutral, but their actions are very different. The things and the words that come out of their mouth and the things that they express do not reflect neutral. Screaming, I'm neutral, does not make you neutral when you're on one platform saying one thing about this person depending on the audience, and then you're on this platform saying another thing depending on the audience. That to me means you just playing both audiences. You're going to say whatever appeals to who's listening to you. That's phony. That's phony. You think I'm going to change my mind and stop saying what I believe because somebody don't like me or because I think somebody going to make content out of me or somebody going to talk to me? Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about these content creators. I say what I want to say. Thanks for the promotion.
Of the Mind Your Business Ministries, we would not be here.
So he's saying he's not blaming Romika, Holly. He's not saying Holly's 100% innocent and nobody could pay him to believe that. But over here on Facebook, he's blaming Romika 100%. Which one is it? This is what I'm saying. This is why he always got my name in his mouth. This is why he always has my name in his mouth.
That's what that whole thing is like. We would not be here had Romika been a faithful member of Mind Your Business Ministries. If she was a faithful member of the Mind Your Business Ministries, we would not be here. If Reverend Johnson, you see what I'm saying? Mind Your Business Ministries. That's all you gotta do. Yes, you see buddy ass that you used to be with and shit, but she with whoever she with. And if you would have went on ahead and went to Mind Your Business Ministries, and you could have cussed them out in your car, in your mind, to your friends. But if you would have not spun that U-turn, we wouldn't even have a case to even talk about. That's all I'm saying.
See what I'm saying? Okay, so y'all see what I'm saying? I'm not just over here just making anything up. Like, I'm not over here just trying to be fun. Like, this is a fact. This is what he does. This is what he does. So I'd rather a person not like me for, drag me or whatever it is that they want to do. I really could quite honestly give a fuck less. But I'd rather a person do that for what I really believe in than me just, he don't even know what he believes in. But Michael, before you come for me again, figure out what you believe in. Figure out what you think. Figure out what your real feelings are about this particular story. Figure out what it is that you really think. What is your true perspective? And then when you can figure that out, let me know. But don't try to come for me because I know what I think. And I say what I think. And I mean what I say. And I'm not gonna change it because some bums on social media don't fucking like it. Okay? Now, so at the end of the day, and I'm not gonna change. Okay? So I don't give a damn who don't like what I got to say on here. I don't like what a lot of people got to say on this bitch. That's what's wrong with a lot of these content creators, though. They be so focused on what somebody else talking about. Focus on your own shit. That's y'all problem. Now, Michael, stop with this fake shit, man. Keep my name out your fucking mouth, too. You don't know what you're talking about. You was over there copping please, talking nice and everything else over there on Quadree Live, which is cool. I will say that Quadree handled the live very well. I did like how he handled the live. I did like a lot of the points that he brought up. I think that was a really good live stream because I'm really not the type of person that can if I can sit through your live stream, it's good because I can't sit through a live like that. I might certain parts I might be able to, but it was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good, and I can give people credit when it's due. So that was a really good live stream. He stayed on topic, and he was able to have a conversation with Michael, even though Michael was being fake. He was still able to have a conversation with him and express his opinion about the situation or about how he felt about the situation, and not necessarily agree with what Mike was saying. But the point that I don't know. What did y'all think about it? I agree, Michael. Yeah, talking all this shit. I mean, like, you know, I mean, damn sassy attitude. Right. Go pick on somebody else, Michael. Damn. You know, fucking weirdo. Yo, Mikey boy. I don't have. Do I? Do you think I do? Hold on. Let me see. I doubt it. Wait a minute. Let me check. Hold on. Let me see. I just want to make sure I don't. Let me look on my. I wish my moderators could check. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, Ebony. Thank you for shit. I don't even know how to check for my community. I don't even know how to. Hmm. I'm trying to check Ebony. I don't see that goes to show you I really don't is it under settings? Okay, I think it's under settings. Okay, let me see if you blocked. Let me see. Damn, my block list long as fuck. Let me see. If he is, somebody else blocked him. It wasn't me. Cause it was one day he was over here talking shit, and he might have been. Let me see. Give me a moment, y'all, because my block list is pretty long. Nope, he's not on my block list. Hold on, let me check one more time. Just make sure I didn't miss him. Let me see. I see the. Damn, I got people on here from way back when I was trying to make sure I'm not missing it. Missing. Nah, he not on the block list. Nope. Because I know I didn't block him. So if he was on the block list, it would have been because somebody else did, not me. I don't no, I don't see him on the block list. Uh, yeah. Ariane, is that? Am I saying your name right? I do. I do think that Quadree did a really good live stream, in my opinion. Um, I really enjoyed. Matter of fact, to be honest, I was watching it earlier in the day. It was pretty long because I was watching that earlier in the day, and then I was told that Mike Brown was on the panel. I clicked on it and he was on there, but I think that's it towards the end. So I have to catch because I saw there was somebody else on the panel named Elizabeth. So I didn't watch like the middle of the live, so I want to go back and check out what happened in the middle as well. I didn't get to watch all of it, so I'm gonna go back and watch all of it. Um, no, I don't have him blocked on here. He's not blocked on here or on Facebook. You know, when somebody block you, you can't block them because you already blocked. you know, so oh, it was 4 hours long. Seems that way, K Fraser. I said that earlier, shaking my head. Please keep these type of men over that way. No, we ain't gonna blame you. No comment. Who effing with y'all today? Michael's definitely being fake as hell. He reminded me of a deacon that wear polyester suits and Clarks with with his bitch ass. He straight up nutted up on Q panel tonight. Child, that was some bullshit. Not on Quadree did a good job, but just the fakeness is just the phony shit. Is just sickening to me. Just sickening. Uh, no, he did. I am blocked. And what's crazy is why would you block me? I don't even bother you. It's crazy. I don't know this part. People kill me too. Apparently, like I said, I didn't even know that he was talking smack about me, and I didn't even know. I'm gonna say a certain creator because y'all know her name. Not a lot. I don't say her name. A certain creator was playing what he said about. I didn't know about any of that. That's how much I don't pay attention to these people. These people be more concerned about me. I don't pay. I be focused on my content or just what I'm doing in life. I'm not concerned about no other creator what they got going on. These motherfuckers be worried about me. That's just what it is. I'm not worried about these fucking people. And had somebody not told me in my chat, I wouldn't have went as hard as I did just now today. But the thing is people think they can say what they want to say, and then we respond to their goofy ass. All of a sudden, you the problem, or you bothering them, or you need to be blocked. Listen, keep your phony ass over there. Get your ass on somewhere. Stop bothering me. Stop mentioning my name. You're mad because I'm calling out your inconsistencies in the things that you're saying about this story. That's it. Now, that's it. Now, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I don't think I am because I sat here and literally played what you said out your own mouth, you know? So all I can say is let them cheer and celebrate now because my thing is I really don't give a damn about them cheering. Excuse me, y'all must be getting tired. I don't really care about them cheering because at the end of the day, y'all, these people have been wrong since day one. I'm talking about time after time after time after time they've been proven wrong. These are the same people that said that this girl wasn't even going to jail. These are the same folks that was cheering and clapping, saying that this girl was never going to be arrested, and the case was closed. The investigation was closed, and they just keeping it open to appease the community. These are the same people that said dumb shit like that. So now finally she's being let out, and people are celebrating as if she's being let out because she's in it. She's being let out because it's the law. It has nothing in the laws in the state of Illinois. It has nothing to do with her innocence or her guilt. So I mean, what the fuck? What are you cheering about? So I told y'all about pigeons and chess. Remember we had that conversation in my last live stream. So don't worry about what these motherfuckers talking about. Ebony, can you stop saying that? Because you're making me throw up in my mouth a little bit. Please don't say that no more. I'm not even gonna highlight that comment. Please don't say that because you're making my stomach hurt. Ashley said then they be blocking as if those they block really listening or going over there, right? Because I think what it was, I think what people do is people try to make sure you hear what's being said. Because I didn't hear what he said because he blocked me. So I would have never known about it had somebody not told me, and apparently it's been played on social media. I didn't know nothing about it because I don't pay attention to these people. You know, I don't. When I get off this live stream, I'm still not. So I would have never known what he said if it weren't for people that played it. And a part of people playing it is that they want me to hear what he said so that I can respond. That's all that is. Madu said he's definitely some man's side piece, which is why he condoned what Folly did. That shit, I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on his sexuality. I don't know. Kim Kobe said I don't watch them, so I have no idea what they say or do. I don't really watch nobody, except for maybe a few select content creators that I started out with or whatever. But for the most part, I'm not on here looking and farming to see who's talking about me because I don't give a shit. A person has to tell me that I'm being talked about. Other than that, I'm not gonna know because anybody that talk to me for real, no, I don't be paying. I don't care. So I'm not gonna know unless you tell me. So if you don't want me to know, don't tell me. Because if you don't tell me, I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna be on here looking. I don't be stunting these content creators at all. Don't be stunting them. So Pretty Journal said I was waiting to hear what you was gonna say back to. I've been seeing Ebony's comments. I've been ignoring it. I've been ignoring them. I've been seeing her comments. I've been ignoring them because it's making my stomach hurt. Ooh. Oh, see, I done got. See, how many of y'all have seen it now? Summer, you posted the movie because I guess they got it on YouTube, The Flowers in the Attic, the movie. But the one that you posted is not the one I saw. Somebody told me that there's the one that you posted, and then there's another one. There was a remake from 2017, and I think that's the one that's on Netflix. Now I saw the one from 2017. Now I didn't see the one. I might watch that one because I seen that you shared it. I might watch that one too. But I forgot I was supposed to be going live to talk about it. But I haven't, and not on this channel, on my other channel. But I haven't because I don't know if I'm, have enough people watched it. You know what I mean? Let me see. But I do still want to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, because it's weird. It's weird. Like, why is he so focused on my opinion? Do y'all know anybody? Am I the only? Again, I don't pay a lot of attention, but am I the only one that's talking about this situation? This situation with Holly Johnson and or the state of Illinois versus Holly. Am I the only one, Ramika, the supporter that goes live? I just want to know, am I the only one? Because why is it that what I say holds so much weight to those people over there? Like, why is it that other content creators, they don't be like, well, this person said this and this person on their life. They so focused on me and what I say. It's kind of flattering, actually. But I'm just trying to figure out like why are people so engulfed and mesmerized by my content, even if they don't like me? Like they're so mesmerized and so obsessed with what I have to say. Is there matter of fact, are there any other creators that are talking about I'm sure that can y'all drop their names in the chat? Can you please publicize them? Because I want them to get talked about too, because this is not fucking fair. Who else is talking about what is going on? Y'all drop the names in the chat. It got to be, I can't be the only one talking about this. I mean, what is going on here? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for y'all to drop some names in the chat. I cannot be the only creator that's in support of Ramika Meeks, because every time I turn around, somebody got upper name in their fucking mouth in regards to this story. Like, why are y'all so obsessed with my content and my opinion? What is this about? Can y'all drop the names in the chat? It got to be somebody else. So y'all not gonna drop no names. Well, we got live. We got live. Okay, Cold Piece, Maya, Tion, NT. Do any of these people? Okay, I'm gonna highlight this because I'm finna send some traction y'all way. Cold Piece, Maya, Tion, NTGV, Hey Peanut. I'm about to send some traction y'all. We about to share the web because I can't be the only one being harassed out here. It can't just be. Why is it that every time the Holly supporters want to fight, it always got to be Upper, what Upper said. I'm not the only one covering this story. Damn, with y'all obsessive asses. Damn, obsessed. Oh, this is another one I really like. Talks with Nikki. Talks with Nikki. It has very good content. When I tell y'all, she has. I like your content. Talks with Nikki because it's very. We know what side you on, right? Like we know who you what you support, what you agree with, but you stick to the facts, and I really enjoy your style. So I watch every video you put out. Okay, Trina, Travel Island still around? Trina, yeah. Well, they be fucking with Trina too. Like, god damn, like it's like my upper. Like, damn, it's other people. Damn. See, look, hold on, let me highlight. It's other people because I know y'all in the bushes stalking me. Look right here. Look at the comment I just pinned. It's other people y'all could go mess with. Leave me alone, Michael. These people talk about the story too. Damn, crazy bitches. Always talking about me. You welcome, Talks with Nikki. Let me read some comments. Ashley said, no, they just mad. Excuse me, y'all. They just mad you put out facts black and white. Others this way do too as well. But the big bother over you Upper, they know the facts started from over here. So I'm not the only one. It's a lot of content. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. I may because they was doing it to Keys, but he stopped covering the story or whatever. But you know what? I was watching what's my girl name? Just still covering the Truth Saga. Pimo. I was listening to what's going on, Neo? I was listening to a live that Pimo did. And Pimo was just like, why instead of covering the commentary, you cover the creator? The creator is not a part of the story. The story is the story. Cover the story. Like, what is wrong with y'all? It's just weird. I don't know. These people are weird. It's a whole journal, diary, book of confessions. What book of confessions? Yeah, Trina does a good job covering the story. I watch her a lot on hey, excuse me, Facebook. Stephanie said Talks with Nikki is one of my faves. Michael put a name out there had a lead. Right, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Go find you somebody else to fucking play with. Okay, I'm sick of you. You're boring me. Okay, because I keep on finding these clips. I keep on finding these different videos of you singing different tunes depending on what platform you on. So please leave me the fuck alone. You would think they would be together, but they over. That's what I'm saying. They're over here watching what I got going on. Get the fuck out of here. Go away. Ashley said you really don't entertain them or allow them to do the most in your chat or no, because you're gonna get put up out of here. Trina too, they big bother. Trina gonna give facts and curse their asses. Yeah, she cussed real good too. She gonna cuss them out real bad. Ashley Boymont said no. He got it out for you for posting those degrees and debunked his act. Yeah, because he I forget. Matter of fact, I didn't even hear again. I'm blocked. I can't see what he's doing on his platform. But you know, people will screen record what you do and post it largely because they want the creator to hear what you said, you know, and then that'll start a response war. But anyway, so I heard what he said, and he was like, yeah, upper echelon, probably never took one criminal justice class. I got a whole criminal justice degree. What are you talking about? See, this is what I'm saying. It's a shame that people just assume that they know you. So that's the crazy part. The way people get on here and talk about people like that. You don't know anything about anything when it comes to me. Nothing. You don't know shit about me. The only thing you know about me is that I got a platform. You don't know me at all. You don't know my background. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know what classes I've taken, what I've experienced, what knowledge I have. So just knock it off. You don't know shit about me. You have this stigma in your mind of a young black girl on YouTube and assume that I'm uneducated. Check your biases and ask yourself why you think that. Let me see. Mike watches my content and leaves positive contents at Ebony. You might be on to something. What did Ebony say? Well, that's because you sweet talks with Nikki. You're not brash. You're not offensive. You give the facts and you do it in a very nice way. Me, not so much. So I think that that's my delivery is very much so different. And I think that's probably what it is. But like I said, you know, I really enjoy Nikki's commentary. I really do. I'm trying to scroll up because I know I missed. I don't know. She's going. Drummer in front of her. Um. Oh, Open Book. Do Open Book still talk about this case? Well, she was talking about it. I know Open Book. She's been doing, and I've been watching Open Book for the Nolan case. She's been doing a good job covering the Nolan Wells case. Miss Sean B says, KG, they're dead to me, love. It's a peaceful place to be. I ignore them, but it's actually really easy. Oh, ignore who? Yeah, my thing is I wouldn't even done that had he not said that. He just assumed. Like, why are you assuming that somebody is uneducated? You think that they stopped making degrees when they made yours? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? like that is a what? Like what? He was sitting up there all on his high horse. He was all like, yeah, an upper echelon. She's never even taken a criminal justice class. Shut the fuck up. I've taken criminal justice 101, criminology, victimology, case law. Please go sit the fuck down and shut up. Just shut up. Okay? Just shut the fuck up. Oh, me, not so much. Can you open the mic? Let me in. I would, but I've been on here almost 2 hours. I'm damn near ready to get off now. How about tomorrow I do an open mic? How about tomorrow I do an open mic? I did drop the link earlier because it was somebody that I wanted to hit it, but I'm not surprised that he didn't. I wouldn't have hit it either if I were him. Smart choice. Smart. It's probably safer to just keep me blocked and talk shit about me on over there on Facebook where I can't hear it. It's a smart decision. Um, let me see. But that's nothing to do with this. Oh, that was you was talking about something else. What? Wait. What am I at? I'm gonna get mad at you about what? Let me see. Cold Peace TV still does. They can't handle you for real, but by them talking about you brings them more viewers because they lame as hell. I don't have to talk about any. Let me just say this. I don't have to mention any content creator in this sector or the previous sector that I was in, or any. I don't have to talk about nobody to get views. All I got to do is talk about the story. I don't have to go live and I ain't got shit to talk about. So let me just go talk about this because I ain't getting no views on it. I don't have to do that. I could go live, be myself. I could go live and talk about popcorn and I'm going to get views. I don't have to use somebody else's name or use somebody else's beef or do any of that to get nobody to watch me. It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift because it's great because I have a platform. So it's good to have that as a gift. But it's also a curse because people hate on you because of it. It's not my fault that I can draw a crowd without talking about people. I don't have to drag nobody. I don't have to profit off of my own beef or anyone else's to get people to watch me. And I'm sorry, you know. I'm sorry. And so you gonna say it again, Ebony? You know what? Can we put Ebony in a timeout just for about 5 minutes? Just for about 5 minutes. See, they gonna send him into the lion's nest, so he gonna leave it. So I think gay 84 gray hairs. You gotta be a Scorpio or something. I'm not a Scorpio. I'm a Leo, a July Leo. He will come out running. Oh, I did ask you, didn't I, Ebony? I'm gonna ask you when they get mad when you answer the question. uh, it definitely is. If you talk about me, people gonna definitely watch it. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to, it's a couple. I mean, it's a couple people on here. If you do, but if you put my name, or if you live and you talking about me and you trying to drag upper echelon, oh, you gonna get some views, definitely, definitely. It's actually a compliment. You definitely. I'm just saying you gonna get some views for sure. Who's saying something about open book? I like open book. She's very informative. I like her little laugh too. Don't put me in no damn timeout. So Pretty Jerry said, right upper. Some people love the best at beef. That's the only thing they're here for, and it's too damn annoying. Like NASA Fly. I don't even pay attention to this shit. Contessa said, listen, that's why I'm sending him to go up. Did I read that already? All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, but yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Take me a bubble bath and probably clean up a little bit. I kind of got somewhat of a busy day tomorrow. I really wasn't gonna go live. I went live because I was trying to wait until Quadree got off, but I waited towards the end of the live before, I went live, but I just couldn't contain it. I wanted to get on his live, on Quadree's live while Mike was up there, but then I opted out. I chose not to do that because I knew that if I got up there, then I would destroy his live stream. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that the conversation between him and Michael was going so well. Even though Michael was being fake, in my opinion, it was going so well. I knew if I would have gotten up there, I would have changed the energy. And I never want to do that on somebody else's platform. So if I got something to say and it's not favorable, or if I know that, I'm gonna be fiery. I'm gonna get on my own platform and do that. I'm not gonna ruin somebody else's live stream, and especially if it's going really well, which Quadree's live did go well. So you guys, I'm about to get off. Let me read a couple more comments. What's going on, Queen Unique? I always enjoy my stay over here. I done cooked and cleaned my whole kitchen. Listen to you. Oh, that's what's up. I have been on here for 2 hours. Ashley, a boy mom saying, to be honest, most of you really don't roll call names. They just love to call out y'all names from over here. They start a lot of shit doing so. Spilling the Grit said, and the crazy part is, the main motherfuckers that's always saying your name, saying that you ain't shit. Well, if I ain't shit, how the fuck is you always talking about me? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't know. It's confusing. Ebony said no. Who said something about she's the sweetest and she don't bother nobody? I don't think nobody said nothing about her bad. Yep. But you guys, thank you for joining my live stream and watching the stream. Make sure before you leave, you guys hit the like button. And subscribe to my channel if you're in the bushes and you haven't popped out and you're not sure if you want to be over here. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join me again for the next live stream. I have a lot of different interesting topics that I talk about. I don't just talk about the Holly Johnson case, okay? I talk about other things. I was live this morning where I talked about the Kendra Scott case, the young lady who unalived the guy that was hiding under her 13-year-old daughter's bed. We talked about that. And she was charged with first-degree unaliving. That's out there in Memphis, Tennessee. So we talked about that this morning. So if you're interested in hearing like a variety of different things, also if you are into the state of Illinois versus Holly Johnson case, I covered that heavily over here, but I also talk about other things. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of the next time that I live stream or the next time that I post content. Love y'all. Make sure after I end this that y'all hype me up. Thank you for, I haven't set a goal in the past couple of days, but thanks for the people that sent the gifts and super chats or super stickers. And if you were unable to, thank you for your view and joining the live stream in the comments. So I appreciate that. All right, you guys, peace.
Hey, I got a lady. Hey, I got a lady. Hey, name is the upper echelon. She a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts. She got the heart. She got the confidence. Baby, she the upper echelon. You know you